Hello, so my name's Dr. Susan Cochrane and I'm the Programme Director for the MPharm here at University of Manchester. So the MPharm here, University of Manchester, is a 4-year course, and we have students coming in sometimes from foundation year courses into year 1, and then doing the 4 years and then graduating from us. I can tell you a wee bit more about how the course is set up. So at Manchester we have the course kind of centred around sort of body systems, and then we bring the different disciplines in. So we have biology, physiology, pharmacology, pharmaceutics, sort of formulation of medicines, chemistry, all of these things centred around body systems. So students are learning about the whole picture and sort of integrating everything together right from the very start. And we have them doing small group learning, so inquiry-based learning. They do practicals, they do clinical skills, they do professional skills, prescriptions processing, right from the very beginning, from year 1, so that they are very prepared to be sort of prescriber ready by the time they graduate. And we have them going out on clinical placements throughout their pharmacy degree here as well. University of Manchester is a Russell Group university, so we're very research orientated, and that happens within pharmacy as well, both at the kind of science side of things but also in the practice side of things. So we've got at University of Manchester within pharmacy, we've got one of the highest publication rates from both the science and the practice side of things. So all of this can feed into our teaching, and we use a lot of kind of innovation. We have the students doing kind of clinical screening on Wednesday afternoons. Students and also other members of staff can come and get advice on sort of their body weight and their lifestyle, their risk for diabetes and things like that. And that's really unique within sort of pharmacy schools within the UK. Also, one of the big things that makes Manchester really special is we have a lot of connections for placements out in Greater Manchester. So we have students going out to GP surgeries, to social care, hospital and community. So all the students get an experience of everything there. And the facilities that we've got at Manchester are kind of second to none, both on the kind of science, the kind of practical side of things, lab side of things, but also for things like consultation and learning clinical skills and things like that. So we think these are a lot of the things that sort of make us, what I would say is the best programme within the UK. The most common career path in the UK is to go into community pharmacy, but we have a lot of students that will go out into hospital pharmacy as well. GP, being pharmacists in GP surgeries is fairly new, so there's less people will kind of go into that side of the career. But we have pharmacists going out into lots of other different walks of life as well. So it might be kind of looking at sort of information and kind of like scientific writing or clinical writing, things like that. Going into the media, looking at policies. So there's lots of different scope. And although now students will, when they graduate and they qualify, they go into maybe hospital or community, there's a lots of flexibility now that you can move between areas. So you don't just have to be a hospital pharmacist, you can work in community as well, and vice versa. So it makes pharmacy a very flexible career within the UK with lots of kind of options. And there's also industry as well to go into that side of things, especially going into like the medicines formulation and safety and efficacy testing. So we have between about kind of 140 to about 200. It depends on what year. It's getting increasingly competitive to get into pharmacy. Our target's usually about 160 students per year. So the way that we run on each year is 120 credits, and we have 2 modules per year. So every student does the same. It's kind of compulsory units that we do. So they're big kind of 60 credit units, 1 in each semester, semester 1 and then semester 2. And each of those units is based around the body system that they will learn through. So we have a lot of overseas students come to study the MPharm here in Manchester. The numbers do vary between years. So usually we would be anywhere between kind of 25 and 40 overseas students. This year we've got 60 overseas students in our current first year, 11 of which are Korean. The Korean students are really enthusiastic and they're always eager to learn, which is really nice to see. And we do a lot of group work and small group learning as part of the MPharm. And the Korean students have worked really well and just integrated themselves into any of the groups that they're in and working with the other students that are there. So I think the Korean students that we've got in our programme have been really good so far. So I think we welcome any overseas students coming to the University of Manchester. I think it's a great place to learn. We've got a really kind of multicultural kind of society and a good family kind of community within our students here. And we would welcome any of the Korean students to come and apply to us, to come and study with us and be part of our family here.